Alicia Cross with Alicia Cross Training, and today I'm going to show you some exercises for the wrist, and these will be good if you're having issues in your wrist or your elbow, either from your workouts or repetitive activities like typing on the computer all day, or maybe sports you play like golf or tennis. You're going to need your lacrosse ball for some self-myofascial release at the end, and your thin monster band, which you can get from my website, aliciacrosstraining.com/gear. So we'll begin with some dynamic stretches. Just bringing your arms out to a T and making wrist circles, about 15 to 20 in one direction, and then about 15 to 20 in the opposite direction. And then with those arms out to a T, we'll pull our fingertips towards the ceiling and towards the floor. So extending and flexing at the wrist. Again, maybe about 15 or 20 of these. And these dynamic stretches you can do in addition to any other dynamic stretches that you do pre-workout. And then some exercises for the wrist. We'll use our monster band, trapping it under our foot so we have as much or as little resistance as we want. Wrist flexion, so like a curl, curling the hand towards your body and then lowering slowly. Always work on that slow eccentric portion of the movement. Don't just let the band pull you down. And then wrist extension, flipping that over like a reverse curl, and again down slow. And then like a hammer curl with the wrist, so lifting up through the thumb side of the hand. And then you'll do each of those three exercises on the other hand, and the last one we can do both hands together. So for band pull apart, holding on, keeping the forearms in one place, and just reach out through the pinky finger side of the hand for band pull apart for the wrist. About 10 to 12 of each of these exercises. If you're just working on preventing issues, one set is fine. If you're having an issue, maybe 2 to 3 sets, up to 3 days per week. And then we'll do some static stretches for the wrist. So coming down onto the floor, we'll start with our palm on the ground, fingertips facing us. Use your other hand to brace, and then leaning back with a straight elbow. The next stretch, you'll bend the elbow and lean back, just feeling that in a little different place. In the next stretch, you'll pin down the fingers and peel the hand off of the floor. And from there, wrist flexion. So curling your hand into your forearm. Try that with a straight elbow. Then try curling your fingers in, just feeling that in a little different place in the hand. And then last stretch, you'll trap your thumb in your fist. Flex the wrist a little bit, and then angle the hand towards the pinky finger side. If you're feeling that stretch through the thumb side, stay there. If you need a little bit more, just use your other hand to help, pressing gently towards the pinky finger side. And you'll hold each of those stretches for at least 30 seconds, and then ending with some self-myofascial release on the forearm. Really think about getting into the knots, to the areas of tension that you find, rather than just kind of massaging out your skin. And you'll definitely find some knots on both sides of the forearm, so spend some time working on all of those. Places to avoid would be the elbow crease and this bone on the pinky finger side of the forearm. So try those dynamic stretches, exercises, static stretches, and self-myofascial release to prevent issues and to hopefully help eliminate if you are having any pain or tenderness in your wrists or your elbows. And if you have any questions, reach out to me at aliciacrosstraining.com. Thanks.